Just when you thought you knew who the reigning champions were, something changes. Things advance quickly in the world of fast. From animals to supercars to machines that may someday take over the world, you'll be amazed by these top 10 fastest things in the world today.
Amazing!
Number 10. Fastest animal. If you thought the fastest animal on Earth was a cheetah, think higher. Technically speaking, the peregrine falcon, also known in North America as the duck hawk, reaches speeds of over 240 miles per hour in order to tear apart birds while in mid-air. And if you're wondering how this bird of prey earned the nickname duck hawk, you can watch videos of peregrines killing unsuspecting ducks or hunting evading pigeons by tucking their wings in and dive bombing like a missile at ballistic speeds, a technique called the rapid stoop. Compare the peregrine's 240 miles per hour to the fastest moving terrestrial creature, the cheetah, which has a top speed of just 70 miles per hour, and compare that to the fastest man, sprinter Usain Bolt, who has 3 world records in speed and has a top speed of 27 miles per hour. Falconers use the peregrine to hunt because they know no creature moves quicker. Number 9. Fastest water slide. If you want to match a cheetah in speed without using wheels, try the Insano in Brazil. Known as the world's scariest water slide, the Insano is listed in the Guinness Book due to its 41-meter plummet. The slide was constructed in 1989 and has become a magnet for daredevils across the world since. To picture this ride, imagine walking up a 14-story building, then jumping over its edge into a chute gushing with water. Riders reach 65 miles per hour as they fall its length in 5 seconds, and due to the extreme height, they are only allowed to take the plunge while positioned on their back with arms and legs crossed. If you do brave the anticipation on your way up, the slide deposits you into a swimming pool where you can slowly relive the moment in your mind. Number 8. Fastest roller coaster. From the Intimidator 305 in the US, the Leviathan in Canada, to the Dodonpa in Japan, there are a host of roller coasters that push riders at vertical speeds upwards of 100 miles per hour before sending them back to Earth, literally. Then there's the Formula Rossa. The Rossa, located in Abu Dhabi, stretches across a 2.2 kilometer track, which it would have to do, otherwise the ride would not last longer than a few seconds because of its extreme speed. The Rossa isn't known for its smoothness though. The Rossa gives you the same edge of your seat experience as a Formula 1 car by accelerating from 0 to 150 miles per hour in 5 seconds, moving you 4.8 times faster than freefall. It's so fast, riders have to use protective goggles in case passing insects turn into eye projectiles. Number 7. Fastest elevator. A more surprising race underway is for the title of world's fastest elevator. In the last decade, China has been going through an elevator boom. There are more super tall skyscrapers than ever, and estimations are that by 2020, 40% of all elevators will be in China alone. When you're dealing with tall buildings, speed is a must. The tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, travels at 22 miles per hour, taking its riders over 2,700 feet in under 1.5 minutes when traveling at full velocity. The Yokohama Landmark Tower in Japan takes this speed up a notch to 28 miles per hour, traveling 971 feet in under half a minute. However, the designers of elevators in Shanghai Tower were especially aware of the importance of time saving. The Taipei 101 elevator allows people to jump between floors at 40 miles per hour, traveling over 1,600 feet in, wait for it, 30 seconds. Each elevator costs over $2 million and goes faster than the haunted elevator amusement ride in Disney, the Twilight Zone of Terror, which itself travels at 39 miles per hour. Number 6. Fastest manned aircraft. When they call a plane a rocket, you know there's something special about it. The North American X-15 rocket-powered aircraft was an experiment in air travel speed and led to such terrifying results that its record, set in 1967, remains undefeated to this day. This hypersonic plane's fastest recorded speed was recorded at 4,520 miles per hour and knocked the previous record holder, the Blackbird SR-71, off the number 1 spot without even trying. The record was set by William J. Knight, who flew the plane at Mach 6.72. beyond the speed of sound, which, when photographed, happens to look like a spaceship in Star Trek warping into light speed. Knight may deserve to be knighted for his fearlessness. However, he's not the only daredevil responsible for bringing new feats of speed to mankind. Thanks to the daring pilots involved and modifications of the Westland Lynx ZB500, viewers have been able to witness a helicopter touch the theoretical speed limit for any helicopter, which is 250 miles per hour. At a European air show in 1986, the Lynx reached 249.1 miles per hour and became the world's fastest helicopter. Number 5. Fastest computer. The race for the fastest supercomputer is something of an arms race. As of 2017, the world game is dominated by two players, the United States and China. But that race has been tilting to one side. In 2006, America's record-breaking supercomputer, appropriately titled Roadrunner, became the world's fastest computer ever. The Roadrunner, which looks a bit like your school lockers, was the dream child of IBM engineers and constructed in New Mexico, United States. It cost $133 million to make at the time, before it was decommissioned in 2013. However, China now owns both the fastest and second fastest computers ever, while the US holds the third, fourth and fifth spots on the world list. The number one spot is China's supercomputer, the Tianhe 2, also known as the Milky Way 2. It can reportedly store 12.4 petabytes and has a memory of 1.3 petabytes. If you're not sure, a petabyte is equivalent bytes, or in bytes, this. Just count the commas. Yes, that's 5 commas. The race never ceases. Japan is expected to knock the Milky Way 2 aside with a cosmic allocation of $173 million towards a new supercomputer during Project ABCI. The completion date is by 2018. The ABCI will dwarf the Milky Way 2's ability to handle 93 petaflops, reaching instead an estimated 130 petaflops. If there was ever a candidate for Terminator's vision of Skynet, the ABCI might just be it. Number 4. Fastest fish. Billfish are a group of apex predator fish, and include sailfish, marlin and swordfish. Some members grow over 16 feet and all move quickly in water, which is why they're like trophies within fishing circles. All billfish have the instantly recognizable needle-like bill, but the swordfish has the longest, while the sailfish is known for its dorsal fin that stretches along its back, giving it the look of a sail or high top cut. But of all billfish or any other sea animal, none cuts through water quite like the black marlin. The black marlin has a spear-like snout and rigid dorsal fin that almost looks like a comb-over. These beasts of the sea can reach 3 times the length of a man and carry a weight of over 1,400 pounds when mature. The BBC lists the black marlin as the fastest fish on the planet. They leap above water at 50 miles per hour and accelerate under it at 80 miles per hour, which nearly qualifies them for a lineup in Fast and the Furious. Number 3. Fastest train. Welcome to the future, where trains no longer need wheels and instead float on thin air. The JR Maglev MLX01, and currently the fastest train in the world, was designed by the Central Japan Railway Company. While this railway vehicle does actually have wheels, like a plane taking off from the runway, or the DeLorean in Back to the Future, its wheels tuck in once it reaches 25 miles per hour. The Maglev's design looks like something out of a futuristic teen-pocalypse movie, sleek and minimalistic. You may be wondering how a train can move in thin air. MLU, otherwise known as magnetic levitation, uses magnetic repulsion to push the charged train car past a track that holds an opposite magnetic charge, allowing the two to slide past each other without friction. On the 21st of April 2015, with the aid of superconductive magnets and attractive type electromagnetic suspension, the Maglev stole the title of fastest rail vehicle by clocking 367 miles per hour. But this was broken again less than a week later, when the same train reached 375 miles per hour. This SC Maglev system will be in use in Japan by 2027, and will link Tokyo to Nagoya. If you were wondering, the current fastest operational train in the world is the Shanghai Maglev, which reaches speeds of 267.8 miles per hour. Number 2. Fastest wind. In May of 1999, an outbreak of tornadoes ravaged their way through Oklahoma in the US. One, which would become known as the Bridge Creek Mall tornado, caused $1 billion in damage and destroyed over 8,000 homes. It began as a single twister. Soon, however, scientists were made witness to the highest ever recorded wind speeds on Earth when the Bridge Creek twister became an F5. Category F5s are the highest on the Fujita scale of tornado intensity. This tornado's top speeds more than double that of Hurricane Harvey, which hit in 2017. Although tornadoes have smaller diameters and last shorter on average than hurricanes, they are the fastest winds that exist. As a consequence of fatalities, the 1999 outbreak obliterated the myth of highway underpasses being good shelters against them. Before I reveal the most amazing example, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to this channel. We upload amazing fact-filled videos every day, so don't miss out on learning some amazing new information. Also, make sure to hit that bell icon to be part of the notification squad. Number 1. Fastest production car. The Hennessy Venom GT has officially bullied its way to the top spot of world's fastest car, knocking aside the Bugatti Chiron. In 2014, a yellow Hennessy Venom GT Spider clocked 270 miles per hour on the 3.22 mile shuttle landing strip of the Kentucky Space Center. It beat the Chiron's record again in 2016 on the 25th anniversary of its Texas manufacturer, Hennessy Performance Engineering. Strangely, the Venom is something of an unofficial world beater. As both of its top speed runs were made only in one direction, they did not qualify for the Guinness Book of Records. The Venom was even recorded going from 0 to 200 in 14.51 seconds, making it also the unofficial fastest accelerating production car ever. The Venom did manage to qualify for a Guinness record for acceleration in 2013 though. Despite Venom's accolades, no production car comes close to the speed of sound. The fastest non-production car ever is the Thrust SSC, also known as the Thrust Supersonic, and it broke the sound barrier by hitting 763 miles per hour in the Nevada desert. It'd be hard to picture this thing on the streets, however, as it basically looks like a jet without wings. But what about the fastest racing cars? Cars that go around a track? You would have thought that a standard F1 car would qualify to take the spot, but that's not the case. Rules and regulations prohibit F1 cars from being the fastest they could possibly be. To prove the point, in 2010 Red Bull created the Red Bull X 2010 concept car. The X 2010 was theorized by Adrian Newey, head engineer of Red Bull Racing, and the hypothetical car, designed as an ultimate racing machine, was designed with pure speed in mind. It is theoretically superior to any Formula 1 car in terms of speed and handling. Following expert advice, it has since been updated in 2014. Sebastian Vettel performed the virtual takedown test of the car, and on his first run, he shortened the simulated course record held by Formula 1 cars on GT5 simulation of the Suzuka circuit by over 20 seconds. On the other side of the world in Dubai, the world's fastest ambulance, the Lotus Evora, which cost $150,000 and can reach 185 miles per hour. This may be what you need in a matter of life and death. Which fastest things stood out for you? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Thanks for watching.
So click subscribe. Subscribe! Subscribe! Subscribe!